Hello. Uh, this is our website, and all you gotta do is first click on our Funathon folder, and then go into our HTML folder, then go to Web Pages, then Home, then homepage.html, and that will take you to our start. This is our homepage, and then from the homepage, we typically just continue your journey, and it'll take you to the lessons page. Now we're going to go off to our mission to show you our mission page.
Okay, so our mission page, you can read it if you like, but basically what it is, our website is meant to teach simple math concepts in multiple different ways to help students gain a better understanding. So let's start with one of our coolest functions. We have a built-in calculator. Our calculator can do very simple problems such as multiplication, subtraction. It can do all of that, but it also has some very cool powers. So it can do exponents, it can do sine, and it can do many other complex processes. The calculator was built in JavaScript, and it can allow students to do a lot of things so that they don't have to have an outside calculator. It's all built in here.
Okay, so then from here on, we're going to go to our lessons to show off a few random lessons. Start off in part 2 of Intro to Variables. In here, we've got our lesson teaching students, and then we show, just like an example problem.
Yeah, so basically, this is a function to give them an example of how variables work. So you plug in a number for x, and it shows how different functions you need the ability to plug in different numbers. This was built in PyScript, actually, and the cool part is that if they don't type in something correct, it can give an error. It also includes an example of what the graph would look like, as well as teaching them about y equals mx plus b, or slope-intercept formula, and it also includes a way for them to write their own graph. This is for a lot of kids who like experimenting. A lot of kids learn better when they can play around with stuff like this and see the graph change. So I know it's just way more interactive than a lot of things, and it can really help them learn. It's a really cool tool. So now let's try out another random lesson.
Yep. Suppose let's try substitutions. How about this?
Okay, so here you can see where we teach all about plugging a number into a formula and getting the answer. Now here our interactive activity is questions. So in this problem, we know the answer is 16. So Joseph would pick 16. Okay, so in the next problem, let's try getting it wrong. So the solution is set as well as an explanation for why you could have gotten it wrong, which helps students because when they get something wrong, they can learn from it.
And it gives an explanation on every single one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got our lessons, but your question may be, what happens after the lessons? Well, when students have finished learning the lessons, they can choose to go to our review. We've chosen to make a game made in Scratch as our review. So in here, we've got our instructions for how to play our review game. They can choose a character, any character they want, and then they get to, of course, they've got to do various questions.
And the more questions they get right, the more their material and ammo go up. So if I get all 5 right, I get 5 walls, 50 ammo, and 50 ammo, which you'll see what that means once the game actually starts. But the cool part about this is that there's a wide array of questions, and so they can test a lot of these skills out that they've learned. And you'll see now we begin the game, and we fight this stormtrooper, and see we can move up and down to dodge bullets as well as shoot. And let's say he's about to hit me, I can build a wall to block. But I only have as many walls as I do. As I do questions I get right. So we start with 15 HP. The Stormtrooper is the first level. There are 3 levels. And yeah, overall it's a very fun tool for kids to learn. So now you see we start the next level. And this would go on for another 3 levels until you face the final boss, which is Darth Vader. But overall, our website's very cool in that it can teach students multiple ways for the same concept. Because I think the whole idea is based on the fact that a lot of students struggle in math because it's only taught in one way.
It's one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah, so that's our website. Thank you for looking at it.